haven't seen this place in a while. How did we get in so easily? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. One of them clearly suspected us of something, so it strikes me as fishy that he didn't even check his wanted list. The Lustania? Or Lustania? Whatever. It's a huge luxury passenger liner built by SHAREfactory. Making yourself comfortable in someone else's home uninvited is too damn gross for me to even think about. Oh boy, here we go again. Being swores over here. Didn't expect to be doing this again, but here I am. Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2. I forgot to go up here and talk to people. Todd, what are you doing? Wow, I'm amazed you guys found me. Don't stare for too long though, we're playing hide and seek. Alright, jackass, what's up? Well, look what the cat dragged in. Figured it was about time for you guys to come sweeping in. Nice work making your way into the city. Wow. Just funny. What are you two doing there? It's funny the little bond this dog and cat have. They don't hate each other. They both just act tsundere towards each other sometimes. Alright, anyway, sorry, I should be voicing. Best I can tell, he's helping out the Alliance. Been doing it for a while now. I hear he worked on developing the soul dots and a whole bunch of other weapons. Really? That's grandfather's impression too. I don't want to believe it, but it seems more and more like it might be true. Well, he's always been a bit of a pain in the ass. So honestly, I don't have much trouble believing it. Sounds just like him. That's about all I've got on that front, but Gwen asked me to look into it, so I ain't done investigating. You just watch your back and make sure you don't catch the eye of any of those soldiers around here. I don't know how much help it'll be to you kids, but the shop's staying open. Come on by if there's anything you need. Just watch your backs in town, got it? Alright, so you do that stuff, of course. Well, you got nothing. Still good coming in, though. Yo, yo, yo. I haven't seen my husband for a long time now. They won't let him come home from the mine. I'm worried sick about him. I wish he could at least come home for a night to see us. Well. Alright, last place to go into. Hugo? That you? Hey, it's Hugo, after such a long time. Let me apologize in advance, but I'm afraid we're very short on ordnance right now. All the city's factories are currently tied up manufacturing weapons and other wartime instruments for the military. As a store run by the Reinford Company itself, it pains me to find myself in this situation, but there's not much I can do. We'd be glad to take a look at your Arcus units, however. Some of the Provincial Army soldiers are using them now, too. Well, there's really no modifications I need, right? Oh yeah, I need to up this. She's still getting up there. You ain't got it. I'm terribly sorry, but we're really short on stock at the moment. I'd appreciate your position, but I couldn't possibly lower our prices any further than I already have. The main branch of our company in Heimdall is suffering severe shortages of stock as well. That's what led Hugo to start traveling the country in search of new stock to purchase. This is a difficult time for all of us, but I'm sure Hugo will come through. He's a truly brilliant negotiator. Oh, never expected that I'd bump into all of you around here. Hugo, it's great to see you again. Rosine and Becky told us that you disappeared. So they're both doing well then. Good. In fact, why don't you give me the rundown on what you've been up to all this time? You've got me curious now. Everyone gave Hugo a rough outline of what they've been up to since the war broke out. So Becky's on the Courageous now, is she? Of course she is. I can hardly think of a more Becky move. But you're here on business. His company's one of the RF store's biggest clients, so that doesn't really surprise me. That's right. It was backbreakingly difficult, but once I helped Becky escape, I made it back home to Heimdall. For all of its issues, it's still probably the safest place in the country. Always calmest in the eye of the storm, you know. That does make sense, even though Fiona wasn't exactly safe when she was there. Relatives of known reformers and Class 7 members are a notable exception, but I can see it being a safe place for most. Heading over there on your own is pretty bold, though. You're tougher than you look. Bear in mind, the city's not without its problems. The flow of the information is under tighter lockdown than anywhere else. Ordinary citizens can't even approach the place by foot or by vehicle. And, no one knows where the Imperial family is. Or what's going on within the Noble Alliance, for that matter. Nobody's gotten any idea what they intend to do next. Figures. Then you haven't heard anything about where Angelica or my mother could be? Afraid not. I've taken a few business trips to Roer since the war started, but I haven't heard a peep about them. It's not like I can stroll onto Reinford's corporate HQ and start asking questions either. Sorry I can't be of more help. Don't be. You've given us plenty of useful information as it is. But just be careful if you keep up all this city hopping, okay? Right back at you. And give my regards to Becky if you wouldn't mind. We'll go to her and say your boyfriend's still alive. I see them as turning into a couple later.
We're not getting anywhere. Especially when the Alliance has the city so completely under control.
That's for sure. Wandering around's given us a lot of information, but none of it actually relates to why we're here. Could there be something we're missing?
It's mine.
I can't imagine you're getting a call from someone on the Courageous either. There's no way they're within calling range.
Why, it's the new sister, Angelica, or Sister Quella.
Well, only one way
Whatever.
to find out who our mystery caller is. Hello?
Is that you, Elisa? It's Yuna. How have you been?
Yuna! What a pleasant surprise!
This ain't the same Yuna we're talking about.
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Me too. But more to the point, I realize this is a bit sudden, but could you come meet me at the diner? We've got something really important to discuss with you.
If it's that important, then sure. Hold on. How did you even know I was back in Roer?
I'll tell you that when I see you. Anyway, later.
Wait, hold on!
Man, the last Yuna I saw had a high-pitched
She
voice.
hung up on me.
Yuna's one of your friends, right?
And I'm not talking about... the Yuna I heard with a high-pitched voice was in God Eater 3, someone we met.
That's right. She told me she has something important to talk to us about. She wants us to meet her at Devance's diner near the city's west exit.
It's not like we've got any better leads. Let's head on over.
Maybe Angelica will be there too.
Well, it's open. There aren't any customers in there, though. Yuna, Devance, are you in there?
Oh, there you are. It's open. Come on in.
Well, if you say so.
Thanks.
Well, I don't see the
Yuna,
sister here.
Devance!
Hey there, Elisa. I see you've got your friends with you.
Oh, I've missed you, Elisa. I'm so happy to see you're all right.
Yeah, same here. So, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, you know.
Please, allow me to explain.
Yes. Angelica, you're not fooling me.
I've been eagerly anticipating your arrival, Class 7.
It's like, even if she tries to be sweet and, stuff like that, you can still hear it. You can still hear her voice in the way it usually is.
Sister? Wait, didn't we just meet you back in the cathedral? What brings you here?
Wait a second. You sound a lot like... Are you... You couldn't be.
Oh, but I am.
Yep, there she goes. Such a surprise.
It really is you!
I'm so shocked.
Angelica?
Oh, hey, guys.
I couldn't have guessed.
I sure wasn't expecting you to come all the way out here after our talk.
I did wonder whether it might be you, but I'm still shocked I was right.
I never would have expected to find you in that getup of all things.
Well, when you gotta do something, you gotta do something.
You're the last person I picture when I think sister, so the thought never even crossed my mind.
Then my disguise worked even better than I thought it would. Finally, all that crap that got drilled into my head on how to be a lady while growing up came in handy.
I suppose that works, even if it's not exactly how it was intended.
Moving right along. What made you disguise yourself in the first place?
Oh, I'll explain that while I'm bringing you up to speed on everything else. Devance, you mind bringing out some hot drinks for us?
Sure thing.
Every time I hear that track that was just playing, I can only think of Toa in the bookshelf. And of course, the voices are gone. So that's how you ended up coming here. I should have known telling you guys not to worry would make you do exactly the opposite. What else did you think it would do? We couldn't just ignore it. What if you were in trouble? The situation here is even worse than I thought it'd be, too. Heidel Ragnar seems to have complete control over the whole company. I'm afraid so. About half the factories in town have been shut down. The ones that are still active are being used to make arms and the like for the Noble Alliance. Or it is they're using some to make more soldats, too. The people here seem to be growing all the more unhappy with the nobles, too. Did you run away from home because you wanted to try and do something about what's happening here? Basically, yeah. I'm the daughter of the family that rules this province. I figured I've got to try and do something. Right now, I'm in the middle of gathering supporters within the provincial army in the city. Two of which are Devance and Yuna? Knowing that you have supporters in the provincial army as well is certainly encouraging. Wait, is that soldier who allowed us to come into the town one of them? You got it. He must have noticed you were friends of mine and decided to let you through. That said, I don't have all that many supporters in the army. Most are still loyal to my father. And surprising as it may be, my father feels kind of guilty about the occupation of Heimdall. He does? That really is surprising. He's part of the 4 great houses, so I assumed he was in favor of all the stuff the Alliance is doing. He's no fan of the reformists, but his loyalty to His Majesty is genuine. I guess he's just one example of how the Alliance isn't totally united from within. Just before I left home, we ended up getting into a big argument. And right in the middle of it, he shouted, "If you're so damn proud you're right, prove it to me with brute force." I'm not sure how to respond to that. Sounds like a real macho guy for a noble. He sounds a lot more manly than I was expecting. Reminds me of Dad, actually. Still, if he's willing to listen that way, it must be he has doubts about what the Alliance is doing right now. That's what I figured. Anyway, right now he's taking command of the army over at the Swartz whatever barrier. Meanwhile, a few of the soldiers there are waiting for my word to act. And we've got a few armored cars and soldats available for us too. So when the time comes, I intend to give my father exactly what he wants. I'll beat my way into him. As you can see, there's not really much you can do. This is between me and my father. It's a Ragnar family issue. I'm happy you cared enough to come all the way here, but would you mind leaving things to me? But you really want to do this all on your own. I'm afraid I can't do that. This isn't just a Ragnar family issue. I'm just as involved. Maybe you could argue that it has nothing to do with my classmates, but it has everything to do with me. Yeah, I guess so. You want to settle things with your father with your own hands, and I want to rescue my mother with mine. So please, Angelica, won't you let me help you? Wow, you're really something, Elisa. I still say it has plenty to do with us too. Elisa's mom did a lot for us during our field study here, so it's time to return the favor. You're all sure? And besides, not only did we receive plenty of help from your mother, Elisa, but you helped us too, Angelica. You helped us to the point of, you helped us to the point of angering your father and getting expelled from the academy, remember? Can't you give us a chance to pay you back for all we owe you? Me getting pulled out of doors wasn't your fault at all. I just wanted to rebel against father, and I paid the price for it. Not that anything I say will dissuade you now that you've made your minds up. I know how you guys work. Then it's okay. Yep, I'd be happy to have your help. Let's settle things with my father, rescue Irina, and put things back to normal in Ruhr. Together. Right! After a few pleading words, Angelica accepted Class 7's assistance. The matter settled, they then reported back to Toan the Courageous using the orbital computer in the diner. Thank goodness. I'm so glad that they were able to meet up with you, Angie. Angie, just what are you wearing? I make for a pretty hot sister, don't I? I'm glad I got the chance to show you my perfect, oh so very beautiful disguise, while I still had it on. For the love of Adios. Anyway, we're going to stay and help Angelica what she's been doing. We should be able to free Ruhr from the Alliance's control. Okay then, we'll do all we can to support you from here. Do you know where the chairman is then? Actually, hold on. Didn't you say you found out where she's being held, Angelica? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet, have I? She's up at the iron mine. More specifically, she's on board the Einsgraf that's currently stopped in the freight station. Station? What? Come on. I can show you the way once we get there. The Einsgraf? The fast super train? That thing takes off, it's done. We can't catch her. It was seized by the Alliance, then my uncle decided it was his to play with. It's pretty ritzy on the inside, and she's not being treated all that badly. But the real problem is the security. It's all being handled by Jaegers. I know what you mean. I doubt it's Zeno and Rio at least. Plus the Northern Jaegers are being employed by the Queens in Providence. I don't think it's them either. From what I've heard, Director Heidel was never able to look my mother in the eye. You can tell that he wants her as far away as possible so he can wrest control of the company. But since he's limited in how far he can actually go, he's put her there. And if what you're saying is right, once we rescue your mother, regaining control of the company shouldn't be so difficult. Yep, rescuing your mom is going to be the hard part. Everything from there should be downhill. That means you won't need to worry about her being used as a hostage against you. Plus, you'll be able to focus on things at the Schwartz barrier without needing to worry about things in Ruhr. Sounds like we're good to go. Let's just review the operation one more time. First, we go to the iron mine and free Irina. Second, we rescue Reidenford Company's headquarters from my uncle and place him under arrest. Third, we head to the Schwartz barrier and settle things with Father. That's a lot to do, and we're going to need to be quick about it. We don't want to give the Marcus time to come up with us before we can go to him. Yeah, we're going to need to make sure we've got all we need before starting. Once we start, there's no turning back. We're going to need you two for backup, Toa and George. You can count on us. We'll be waiting as close to roer as we possibly can so that we can rush in if you need us. Let me close this door. Since Pup finally came back to go to sleep. Take care and good luck. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's get ready and head for the mine. Right. Alright. Temporary increase. Oh, what? Oh, wow. You know, damn, you're right. Shit. But then, ooh. Oh. I mean, I don't know. I want to, but, what is that master class? Huh. It probably would be a good idea for her to be on the team. But I don't know if she's gonna still be in this. Huh. I mean, if I'm gonna do that, I gotta remove Reen. I guess I might as well. She didn't have this kind of thing before.
Well then, off we go.
Dare I ask if you intend to travel dressed like that?
Oh, definitely.
Naturally, I'm as loved as Adios herself around these parts.
Jeez.
Is this really her?
Reen is like, what the hell? But she might as well be the leader because she didn't get to do this before, and hey, if I get caught off guard, it's not gonna help. Right, this path leads up to the mine. I can't help but think of how we've fought sea here. There, yeah. But we don't have time to think about that right now. Let's keep moving. You're right, stay away from monsters, guys. So, even if it's like a curse chest, would we actually get triple advantage? I don't think that would work.
This could be tough. Bring it on.
We're gonna save before opening this. I mean, the only bad thing about switching Reen is we don't exactly get all the power, like strength.
I
But, you know,
spy with my little eye.
the goons.
Well, shall we begin?
Well, this sure didn't triple advantage.
Here I go.
Oh, hey!
It's my turn. Keep it up, everyone.
Everyone wants. Let's see if we can kill them all.
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Waltz!
Get this. Let's see.
I'm not holding back this
How has
time.
this changed?
Time to wrap this up! Dragon Kick!
I'm trying to remember if she used that against Reen. Okay,
No problem.
you just always gotta freeze someone.
Hang in there.
Thanks, it's my turn.
Everyone.
Alright, you dickhead.
Just watch.
Top set. Try this.
I can do this. Fire!
Okay,
We made it out in one piece.
thank goodness that worked. And look at the low level B has there.
Huh? Thank goodness!
Naturally.
I did it!
You really didn't do anything, Reed. Not this time. You ain't even the leader. Kind of
That one looks
strange.
nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
It's kind of strange to not have Reen be the leader for once. But, you know, it is how it is. I mean, if I actually get some advantages here, then that's good. And they did say it was highly recommended, so I might as well as listen to the game, because this is Nightmare, so... But you didn't do this before, when we had her in the first one. Back off.
The advantage is ours.
Oh, wow.
Just
Yeah,
watch.
that's real useful right there.
My turn.
Right.
You guys need to back off.
Let's go.
Right. Keep it up, everyone.
Just watch.
No
Oh,
problem.
wow, that damage.
You're not moving range.
My turn.
Anyone actually... Yeah, it should be like that.
Okay. Hey. Take this.
Just watch.
You still have a lot of training to do.
I've got it.
Done.
Great!
Didn't you just level up?
I spy with my little eye the goods.
Man, that XP one that Reen has, again, isn't going to be taken off until the
This
end.
was a real hike last time.
Hey, at least we already know how to get there.
Dragon skin shoes, hey! That's what she has. That puts up 3 different things, so... This seems to only go for girls, then. Oh, she already has those. And so does she. Well, then put them on. I don't remember them having those. Wasn't there a place to fish here? I'll take that.
Huh.
Silent.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Just watch.
My turn.
Again, that just looks broken.
Right.
I can do this. Argus, hip.
Right. Now.
Gotcha.
Here I go.
No problem.
Onward.
Just sweet dreams, pussycats.
Well. Okay then.
Huh. That treasure chest looks really nice.
Got another one over here. Ah,
The advantage is ours.
Time to shine.
Okay.
I mean, I might as well as do this. I got that triple advantage. Might as well as use it.
Keep it up, everyone.
Onward.
Right. Argus,
Just watch.
I can do this. Let's go.
It's my turn. Hey.
My turn.
What the?
Predictable. You still have a lot
Oh.
of training to do.
Okay. There's a blue chest down over there. Might not
That's
be able
a
to get
real
that.
beast of a monster.
Thank you. Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Here I go.
Oh, it didn't even happen this time. Well, then we're just
you
gonna run.
just had to
No
be
problem.
stubborn.
Let's see you later.
Alright, let's go. Who can do the blue chest? Elliot and Gaius? Wait, what? So? People just want to live in a tent. I didn't like this place. I just did not like the entire, like I said, I did not like the entire roer field study. Just one of those environments you don't really like. We finally made it. I haven't seen this place in forever. Everything seems to be operating normally enough, though. Well, all the miners are still working away in here. Only real difference is all the Jaegers running security like I mentioned back at the diner. Yeah, they're gonna be trouble. Or maybe not. Their security looks pretty sparse outside. I'm guessing most of them are focused on guarding the Ein's graph. That would make sense. And to get there, we'll need to head inside, take a left and onto the freight platforms. So what do you say we get this party started? Any objections to running right in and punching?